Welcome to our channel. Today, we dive into the incredible life and legacy of Master Han Bong-soo, a true pioneer in the world of martial arts. Known as the Father of Hapkido in America, his mastery, discipline, and dedication not only popularized Hapkido worldwide but also inspired countless students to embrace the art of balance, strength, and humility. Join us as we explore his remarkable journey, the philosophy behind his teachings, and the enduring impact he left on the martial arts community. His charisma, teaching skills, and unparalleled martial arts demonstrations quickly garnered attention. He introduced Hapkido to mainstream audiences through demonstrations, seminars, and notably, Hollywood films, such as the iconic fight scenes in Billy Jack. Master Han's influence extended far beyond cinematic showcases. He published authoritative works on Hapkido, including the highly respected book Hapkido, The Korean Art of Self-Defense. Through his writing, he provided a comprehensive guide to the techniques, philosophy, and principles of this martial art, cementing his status as an ambassador of Hapkido to the Western world. His teachings emphasized not only technical proficiency but also discipline, humility, and respect, values deeply rooted in Korean martial arts tradition. In this Korean name, the family name is Han. Han Bong-soo, August 25, 1933 to January 8, 2007, also known as Bong-soo Han, was a Korean martial artist, author, and the founder of the International Hapkido Federation. He was one of the foremost and recognized practitioners of Hapkido through his participation in books, magazine articles, and popular films featuring the martial art. He is often referred to as the Father of Hapkido in America. Early life. Han was born on August 25, 1933, in Incheon, Korea. He began his study of Hapkido as a teenager with Yangsul Choi in Seoul, Korea, but the bulk of his training came from numerous other Hapkido instructors where he received most of his black belt rankings. Han studied and refined this Korean martial art for more than 50 years. He held the rank of 9th Dan black belt in Hapkido. He was the founder of the International Hapkido Federation and was its president until his death. During the brutal occupation of Korea by Japan between 1910 and 1945, all Korean school children were forced to read, write, and speak Japanese. In addition, they were taught judo and kendo for discipline and physical education. Han studied these arts from 1943 to 1945. From 1948 to 1950, Han studied Kwan Bup, which was a mixture of Chinese Chuan Fa methods and Shodokan karate, and earned a black belt in the art under Byung-in Yoon. Yoon's teachings later led to the development of one of the Korean schools of Kong Soo-do and greatly influenced two of the early schools who helped to form modern Taekwondo, the Chang-mu Kwan and the Jaido Kwan. At the outbreak of the Korean War, all martial arts schools in Korea were closed. Han began his training in Hapkido after going to see a demonstration put on by the founder, Yangsul Choi. From then on, he committed himself to Hapkido training under Choi. In the late 1950s, Han would meet with other instructors to train and exchange ideas. From time to time, between 1956 and 1959, he traveled to Hwachun, Gangwon Province, where he spent time training in the art of Taekyon. Discovering Hapkido, Han and his friend, Seo Choi, were both employed by the Hankook Shil-up Company, which assisted other companies in bidding on army surplus goods. Both had prior training in striking-based martial arts, Choi in the Jidokwan Taekwondo and Han in Kwan Bup and Taekyon. They became bodyguards to Korean Labor Party presidential candidate Jun Jin-han. When Jun withdrew his candidacy, they both decided to continue their training in Hapkido. Han, being a senior student of Yangsul Choi, assisted in promoting the first Hapkido school in the country's capital city. In 1959, Han opened his own Hapkido school in the Samgangji section of Seoul. Han became an influential teacher and taught people in both the Korean military and the Korean Presidential Guard. Eventually, he secured a position teaching martial arts to U.S. security personnel at the Osan American Air Force Base, where he taught for 6 years. In 1967, during the Vietnam War, Han taught self-defense to hundreds of American and Korean military personnel as part of a demonstration team for the Korea Hapkido Association. United States. In 1967, Han emigrated to the United States of America, first staying with and teaching at his friend Seo Choi's Hapkido School in California. Han later opened his own school in Los Angeles in 1968. His early years were difficult and he worked in a factory during the day while he taught at a struggling Hapkido school in the evening, located in an economically depressed area. Later, he relocated his school to the Pacific Palisades area in an effort to be closer to Hollywood and the movie industry. On July 4, 1969, Han Bong-soo was giving a demonstration of Hapkido at a park in Pacific Palisades, California. In the audience was Tom Laughlin. After a spectacular demonstration, Laughlin approached Han about being involved in a movie project called Billy Jack. Han gained critical acclaim for staging and performing some of the most realistic martial arts fight sequences in a film. Before Billy Jack, movies contained at most brief references to martial arts, with fights portrayed by actors who had little training. With Billy Jack, Han introduced authentic Hapkido techniques to Western audiences. In its sequel, The Trial of Billy Jack, he received a co-starring part where he spoke about and demonstrated the art, mentioning the art by name for the first time. In 1974, he had a starring role with Master Edmund K. Parker, the father of American Kempo karate, in the action film Kill the Golden Goose. Han continued to choreograph fight sequences and bring martial arts to the big screen. In 1977, he played the evil Dr. Clan in the spoof film, The Kentucky Fried Movie. In 1980, he appeared as the karate master to a group of boys in the action comedy film, The Little Dragons. And he was the Reverend Ree in the 1981 movie, Force 5. In a serious demonstration of pressure point techniques, Han also arranged the fight scene in the 1988 movie The Presidio, in which Sean Connery uses one thumb to defeat a burly assailant. Han has been the subject of many magazine and newspaper articles, martial arts magazine cover stories, and was a member of the Black Belt Magazine Hall of Fame in 1978 and the Martial Arts History Museum Hall of Fame in 1999. He was also featured in the A&E documentary, The Martial Arts and the Wesley Snipes-produced Master of the Martial Arts. In addition to being cited in dozens of martial arts books, he wrote many articles on the way of martial arts, and also authored the book Hapkido, The Korean Art of Self-Defense, which was published by O'Hara Publications in 1974 and is now in its 23rd printing. He completed a series of 10 instructional Hapkido DVDs which are in worldwide distribution. In 1974, Han founded the International Hapkido Federation, IHF. On July 6, 2006, Black Belt Magazine presented the IHF with its 2006 Industry Award for Best Traditional School for its commitment to preserving the legacy of Hapkido. Over the decades, Han Bong-soo trained thousands of students, many of whom went on to become masters in their own right. His schools became a haven for individuals seeking both self-defense skills and personal growth, and he was revered as a mentor and role model by his students. Han died at his home in Santa Monica, California, on January 8, 2007. He was buried in the Westwood Village Memorial Park Cemetery. Master Han Bong-soo's impact on martial arts is immeasurable. His work bridged cultural gaps and introduced the beauty of Hapkido to an international audience. His life stands as a testament to the power of martial arts in transcending barriers and uniting people through a shared pursuit of excellence and harmony. Hapkido, also spelled Hapkido or Hapkido, is a Korean martial art. It is a form of self-defense that employs joint locks, grappling, throwing techniques, kicks, punches, and other striking attacks. It also teaches the use of traditional weapons, including knife, sword, rope, nunchaku, sangjulbong, cane, jipang, short stick, danbong, and middle-length staff, jungbong, gun, analogous to the Japanese jo, and bwa, Japanese, which vary in emphasis depending on the particular tradition examined. Hapkido employs both long-range and close-range fighting techniques, utilizing jumping kicks and percussive hand strikes at longer ranges, and pressure point strikes, joint locks, and throws at closer fighting distances. Hapkido emphasizes circular motion, redirection of force, and control of the opponent. Practitioners seek to gain advantage over their opponents through footwork and body positioning to incorporate the use of leverage, avoiding the use of brute strength against brute strength. The art was adapted from Dado-ryu Aikijujutsu as it was taught by Choi Yong-sul when he returned to Korea after World War II after having lived in Japan for 30 years. This system was later combined by Choi's disciples with kicking and striking techniques of indigenous and contemporary arts such as Taekyon and Tang Soo Do, as well as various throwing techniques and ground fighting from Japanese Judo. Techniques. Hapkido seeks to be a fully comprehensive fighting style and as such tries to avoid narrow specialization in any particular type of technique or range of fighting. It maintains a wide range of tactics for striking, standing joint locks, throwing techniques, both pure and joint manipulating throws, and pinning techniques. Some styles also incorporate tactics for ground fighting. Although, these tactics generally tend to be focused upon escaping and regaining footing or controlling, striking, and finishing a downed opponent, rather than lengthy wrestling or submission grappling engagements. Two of the earliest innovators in this regard were Ji Han-jae and Kim Moo-hong, both of whom were exposed to what were thought to be indigenous Korean kicking arts. They combined these forms together with the usul concepts for striking taught to them by Choi and during a period of 8 months training together in 1961 finalized the kicking curriculum which would be used by the Korea Hapkido Association for many years to come. Other influences also were exerted on the kicking techniques of important Hapkido teachers. Kwon Tae-man initially studied under Ji Han-jae before immigrating to Southern California in the United States. Han Bong-soo studied under Gwanbeep and Shodokan karate from Yoon Byung-in, whose students were influential in the later forming of Kong Soo Do and Taekwondo styles, specifically the Chang Mu Kwan and Jidakwon. He, like Kim Moo-hong, also trained briefly in the Korean art of Taekyon under Lee Bak-yong. Many other teachers like Myung Kwang-sik, Jong Ki-tae, Lim Hyun-soo, and many others trained in Tang Soo Do and Kong Soo Do, Shotokan and Shodokan karate-based systems which predated and influenced the forming of first Tae Soo Do and later modern Taekwondo styles. Kim Sang-kook states that while many of the original Yu Kwan Sul students were exposed to many different contemporary Korean arts, the Chung Do Kwan was of particular importance in the transition from the original Jiu-Jitsu-based form to what we know today as modern Hapkido. Most forms of Hapkido include a series of double kicks used to promote balance, coordination, and muscular control. In conclusion, Master Han Bong-soo's legacy is one of inspiration, dedication, and cultural impact. As a pioneer who introduced Hapkido to the world, he not only showcased the martial arts' power and elegance but also embodied its principles of discipline, respect, and harmony. His contributions through teaching, writing, and film left an indelible mark on martial arts communities globally, fostering a deeper understanding and appreciation of Hapkido. Master Han's journey reminds us of the transformative power of martial arts, not just as a means of self-defense, but as a path to personal growth and cultural connection. His life's work continues to inspire practitioners and enthusiasts, proving that his influence transcends time and geography. Whether you're a seasoned martial artist or a newcomer inspired by his story, Master Han Bong-soo's teachings offer timeless lessons that go beyond the dojo. Let us honor his memory by continuing to learn, practice, and share the values he championed throughout his extraordinary life. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories about the legends who shaped the world of martial arts.